Gunslinger number 51. Now, before I even get into the content of this story, I just have to say right off the bat that they raised the price from $3.99 to $4.99, and on top of that, starting from issue 51, the paper quality has noticeably gone down. It still has like kind of the cardstock cover, but if you put this in your hand and then compare like an issue from 2 months ago, it is significantly flimsier. I just wanted to say that. It's unfortunate. It really sucks. It's and that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. It really sucks, the situation we're in right now, where now they're kind of skimping on the paper quality too. This story, I'll say it's definitely a step above issue 50, the issue from a month ago, because at least Gunslinger is actually in the book. You know, if you see my video from issue 50, you know my complaints about that. But this issue is essentially him getting another companion, him finding another friend. This time it's this like young lady, she's kind of like a prostitute, and he saves her, and they're going to be on a road trip together. And at the end, they get into a car crash, drawn beautifully by Carlos Barberi. When I think Stephanie Phillips, is that the new writer for issue 54? Or no, Erica Schultz, that's her name. Erica Schultz. I don't remember if Carlos Barberi is going to be staying on the series. I hope he is, because honestly, I love his art so much, and I appreciate his art so much. And look at this amazing car crash, beautiful car crash. And then at the end of the book, this Hellspawn pops up. I don't know who this guy is, but he looks awesome. I love his design. Again, I have no clue who he is, but he looks amazing. But yeah, again, he picks up this prostitute lady, and she's going to be his companion for the next few issues or so. Let's find a picture of it. That's them driving. And again, like, this is the third person in this series. First, it was, I think his name was, I forget his name, but it was like this teenage kid. And then there was this fat lady. And now it's this lady. And it's like, it's kind of a rinse and repeat scenario where it's like he finds some human, he kind of befriends them for a few issues, and then he kind of ditches them, because that's exactly what he did with the other two people, with the teenage kid and the fat lady. He just leaves them. And the fat lady did not think that well at all, because she was like about to off herself. I don't know what's happening with the kid anymore, but he was like in the first like 10 issues or so. And I don't know why we have to keep like finding new characters to string along with and torture, and torment them for like 10 issues and leave them. Like, honestly, I would have just preferred it if we just kept the teenage guy, and had him be a sidekick and pop in every issue or so. I would have liked that. I don't know why we need other side characters that just don't really contribute much to the story, because they're just going to be in danger, and all they do is that's the same. Like, their usefulness is the same. Their whole point of being next to Gunslinger is being like, oh, you're from the Stone Age, I'm from the modern age, and I'm going to help you like use Google and use a smartphone, and I know all the modern lingo. So it's like their roles aren't very unique at all. There's nothing that the fat lady, this lady, and the teenager really brings uniquely to Gunslinger. They all play the same role, so I don't understand why this couldn't have been one character, because I guarantee you by the time it hits issue 60 of this series, we're not going to see this lady, or she's going to be like in a hotel somewhere because Gunslinger ditched her. So it's like, what's really the point of this character? I really don't know. But again, this is Todd McFarlane writing it. We have like 3 more issues of Todd McFarlane, 2 or 3 more issues, and then we have Erica Schultz, and I'm so excited to see what she's going to do with the series, because listen, I love Todd. I glaze this man to death. He's like one of my inspirations. But this series has been so hit or miss, has been so just dry, and like for every one great issue, there's going to be 3 boring, meandering issues. And any writer can take over, and I'll be happy. I don't know anything about Erica Schultz. I think she did like X-23 stuff, I think. I don't know anything about her. Mixed reviews on her. I don't care. I need someone new to write this book, and I'm so happy that she's been announced to write it. Again, I don't know if it's the same artist, Barberi, who's going to be staying on the book. I don't know. I really hope it is, because the art has really been carrying. And again, last year, these books were $2.99 USD and had fantastic, nice, sturdy cardstock covers. So you could kind of excuse the meandering story, because the value you're getting was superb. And now this is the same price as a regular comic book, and again, the paper quality significantly flimsier. So Loki, it's kind of going down in like value for your money, but I really hope that Erica Schultz wows us. I don't know. She seems to be doing like interviews. She seems to be doing like a lot of interviews, and like with smaller channels. And I was considering a bit like emailing her or emailing her manager or whatever. I mean, like, hey, I'd love to, I'm a fan of the series. I'd love to interview you and have a conversation. But I'm kind of skeptical of doing that because I kind of don't want to talk to her and like her. And then when her issue of Gunslinger comes out, I read it and I'm like, oh, I don't like this at all. And then I feel kind of like iffy about, putting a bad review because like, when you talk to someone and you meet them and you get to know them, you kind of don't want to talk negative about them. So I don't want potentially me interviewing her to kind of cloud my judgment. If she would even take my interview, I have 57 subscribers. I highly doubt she'd take it. But she does seem to do interviews on smaller YouTube channels. So, I mean, it's worth a shot. You never know. But, yeah, I don't want, I don't know. If I do potentially reach out to her team or whoever, I kind of want to read a few issues of her run first to kind of get a grasp of, then I can ask better questions and everything. But yeah, that's why, yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. I'm very looking forward to reading her run, but we will see. And yeah, so like this issue was fine. It was okay. The art carries. Again, look at this beautiful. Please don't leave this book, Carlos Babry. Please, please, please don't. I'm begging you.